It's Week 13 in the National Football League, and Tampa can sweep Atlanta for the second straight season. Can the Falcons manage a series split? We'll find out next.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, this is a matchup, folks. Well, they're excited about this one, and for good reason. We got two offenses that are operating at extremely high levels.
No question about it, Brandon. This is not a matchup that you get that often. We're going to see the number one and number two offenses in the entire NFL on the same field. I'd hate to be one of these defensive coordinators. We know that more than likely, they've had a few sleepless nights getting ready for this one. And we're definitely going to see some points put up on the board.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And he's had such a sensation.
Ryan now off the bootleg. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself a big...
Bruce Arians taking exception to that last call, and he's going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully cool. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Ryan. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. On third down, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Brady now on first down.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Brady now on first down.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 38. Here's Brady to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Brady to throw again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Brady.
And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Succop's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackle in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tyler Johnson.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. It brings up 2nd and 3.
A carry here for Hunt. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 16 carries, 74 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Play action. It's Ryan. Rolling to his left. Ryan avoiding the hit at the end as he'll slide down with a first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air.
Point after here coming up. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Flush to his right. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Gets around him. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Patterson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands 1st and 10. Back now comes Tampa Bay. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they've got it with a pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Doug Costin breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. With a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play. That'll be the call of the punt team as it's 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talking about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that one will be accepted. On second down, it's Patterson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Now it's Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. They run with Hunt. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is taken in at the 5. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Again, it's Hunt. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal. They go play action now. Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
And he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Brady going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now Brady. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And Ryan's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can I try to go with a quicker guy and sometimes you even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw hauled in by QT here.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Alvin Kamara, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense, but I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Coup for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And running with power here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and 9, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
Brady gives this one out to Jones.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Here's Jones again on second down. Jones breaking from the contact. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Succop's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Now we'll look at Kiki QT as he and the rest of the offense gear up to go again. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want... And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Got him in. It's Brown. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
7 yards, the pickup there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Caught on the right side by Jones.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him, and try and cover him before he gets going.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Now it's Patterson.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. On 2nd and very short, Ryan. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got to watch it for it. No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. And look there, not a good sight. Gronkowski down. And you just hope it's not that knee again.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
These 2 teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta will give them the season sweep. Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate
how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, it's Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Marlon Davidson able to record his 5th sack of the season. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll be a 40-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Levante David. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Brady down to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brady. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this one is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Getting clean play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Brady to throw again. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. On third down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Succop's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Now it's Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Matt Ryan in the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So indeed, they did keep it on the ground, but now it's 4th down. So this one's maybe not quite over.
The clock is still their ally, though, so just no panic here. Let it run all the way down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. And the Giants, they wind up winning that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
To throw is Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27th. Back to throw, Brady. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.